Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly excited you're here today because we're going to tackle something that is absolutely going to change the way you work with data. Seriously, if you've ever felt totally bogged down by manual data entry, mindless copying and pasting, or just staring at endless rows and columns until your eyes blur, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're mastering VLOOKUP. This is your complete guide to data retrieval in Excel, and by the time we wrap up, we are going to completely eliminate that manual labor for you. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever spent hours, and I mean literally hours, just searching for data in a massive Excel sheet? Come on, be honest. We have all been there. You've got this giant spreadsheet, maybe thousands of rows, and you just need to find one specific employee's salary or maybe one particular product's price. So what do? You scroll and scroll. Or you hit Control F and just jump around wildly hoping to spot it. It's frustrating, it's super prone to mistakes, and quite frankly, it's a huge drain on your precious time. But what if I told you that we're going to learn how to find that exact information automatically in literally just 1 second? Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer today. 1. The data search problem. 2. What is VLOOKUP? 3. Anatomy of the formula. 4. A practical example. 5. Common errors and fixes. And 6. Limitations and next steps. Section 1. The data search problem. Wasting time on manual searches. Look, this is a universal pain point. Whether you're an accountant trying to balance the books, an HR pro managing employee records, a student organizing research data, or a data analyst, you deal with this every single day. The more data you have, the harder it is to find what you need quickly. But I want you to picture a dramatic shift in your workflow. What if Excel could just find the information for you in 1 second? Think about how much of your day you'd actually get back. That is the core goal of our explainer today. We're moving away from you working for the spreadsheet, and we're going to make that spreadsheet work for you.
Section 2. What is VLOOKUP, the ultimate search tool?
So, VLOOKUP actually stands for vertical lookup, and what it does is beautifully simple, really. It searches for a specific value in the first column of a table, and once it finds it, it looks straight across that exact same row to return information from another column. It's honestly just like a digital phone book. You look up someone's name in the first column, and then you just slide your finger across the row to find their phone number. It is perfectly designed to instantly pull employee names, salaries, product prices, student marks, or customer details.
Section 3. Anatomy of the formula, breaking down the syntax.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can demystify things. Please don't let formulas intimidate you. It really just boils down to taking what looks like a foreign language and translating it into 4 simple questions Excel is asking you. Step 1 is the lookup value. This is just what you want Excel to search for, like employee ID 1005. Step 2 is the table array. This is simply the complete range where your data lives, like cells A2 through D20. Excel just needs to know where the table is. Step 3 is the call index num, or column index number. This tells Excel which column has the actual data you want back. If column 1 is the ID, 2 is name, 3 is department, and 4 is salary, and you want the salary, you just tell Excel 4. And finally, step 4 is the range lookup, which is your match type. Let's actually pause and look a bit closer at that 4th step, the match type. You basically have 2 options here, false or true. If you type false, you're telling Excel you want an exact match. If you type true, you're asking for an approximate match. For almost all office work, whether you're finding a specific invoice, an employee, or a product ID, you're always going to want an exact match. So a great rule of thumb is to just default to using false.
Section 4. A practical example, seeing it in action.
All right, we've got 4 columns here: employee ID, name, department, and salary. And we've got 3 rows of data: Ali in HR, Ahmed in finance, and Sarah in IT. Now, all that theory we just talked about is great, but let's actually apply the syntax we just learned so you can see the magic happen. Imagine you have a massive list, but for right now, we just need to quickly find the salary for employee ID 1002. How exactly do we tell Excel to do that? Let's move to and see how this builds into our actual formula. It goes like this: equals VLOOKUP, open parentheses, 1002, comma, A2 to D4, comma, 4, comma, false. See how our 4 steps just seamlessly combine into this single powerful string of text? We're searching for 1002, we're looking inside the table from A2 to D4,
We want the data from the fourth column, which is our salary, and we typed false because we want exactly employee 1002 and nobody else.
And when you hit enter, boom, Excel instantly returns 60,000. It went straight down that first column to 1,002, zipped right across to the fourth column, and pulled Ahmed's exact salary in a single second. It perfectly proves just how effortlessly this formula retrieves exact data points.
Section 5. Common errors and fixes. Troubleshooting.
Of course, in the real world, things don't always go perfectly on the first try, right? So let's demystify the 3 most common intimidating errors and do some preemptive troubleshooting so you can conquer them with total confidence. Error number 1 is seeing that dreaded #NA. This simply means the value is not found. Just check to make sure the lookup value actually exists in that first column. Like, did you type 1009 when your list only goes up to 1005? Error number 2 is getting the wrong data back, which almost always means a wrong column number. Remember, you gotta count your columns starting from the very first column of your selected table, not the whole spreadsheet. And error number 3 happens when your table range changes. If you insert rows or copy the formula down, your whole table shifts. To fix this, just convert your data to an Excel table or use absolute references by adding those little $signs, locking it to A2 through D100.
So the crucial point is this summary of golden rules right here. If you follow these, you are literally going to save yourself hours of future frustration. Always keep your lookup column as the very first column in your selected table. Use false for exact matches. Lock your table range quickly using the F4 key on your keyboard. And finally, just double check that column number before you press enter. Section 6. Limitations and next steps. Beyond the basics.
Okay, we have mastered the core formula, but it's super important to talk about the functional boundaries of this specific tool. VLOOKUP is incredibly powerful, for sure, but there's a critical limitation you have to understand. VLOOKUP only searches from left to right. Because the V stands for vertical, and it absolutely requires the lookup value to be in the first or leftmost column, it fundamentally cannot return values from columns located to the left of your lookup column. It only looks right. But hey, once you've saved yourself countless hours and become a highly productive master of VLOOKUP, it'll be time to explore XLOOKUP. That's the newer, even more powerful alternative that breaks that left-to-right rule entirely. But for today, you now have the exact blueprint to retrieve your data in 1 second and reclaim your time. So the only question left is, what are you going to do with all those hours you just got back?